Welcome back, Ranger Nation. I'm Emma Sporleader.
And I'm Kaylee Brown. Up ahead, we'll take a look at the first Meet the Rangers event and check in with the Aggie Club.
Can keep my hands on myself. Think I'll dust them off, put them back up on the shelf. Kiss my little baby girl is in need. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks, man. I've been feeling it since 1966, man. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks, man. Let me kick it like it's 1986, man.
I had the opportunity to attend the first ever Meet the Rangers. Let's take a closer look.
Meet the Rangers took place on campus this past Tuesday. The event was filled with introductions, games, free t-shirts, and a few giveaways. I got the opportunity to speak with Associate Director of J.R. Holder Wellness Center and Student Government Association sponsor Olivia Yandel about what Meet the Rangers is all about.
Well, it's a new event that we're trying this year. The concept is still kind of the same as what we did for Ranger Rally in the past, but I think what we're going to try and build off of it every single year, start to invite the community to different things along those lines. But I think just my favorite thing is getting to give the kids a t-shirt that, you know, they get to wear for all student events and just to see them line up.
The games the students participated in were provided and led by the BCM leadership team, and the Student Government Association was able to provide free t-shirts and lead the giveaways. I was also able to get a student's opinion on why other students should attend events like this.
Oh yes, events like this is what is to me what makes Northwestern, because the environment.
Yandel also said that while this is only the first year that Meet the Rangers has happened, we can only hope that it becomes a tradition that students want to attend in the future years to come. I'm Kaylee Brown giving you an inside look at Meet the Rangers. Now, back to the studio.
On National Read a Book Day, NWOSU's Aggie Club teamed up with the American Farm Bureau for a nationwide effort to read an accurate ag book. 6 Northwestern students attended Washington Elementary School, where they read to attending kindergarten students and answered questions about farm-to-table processes. After reading to the students, NWOSU's Ag Department donated the books to the school. Dr. Mindy Clark, Associate Professor of Agriculture, stated, "There are a lot of marketing strategies out there that create fear among consumers in regard to their food that are simply untrue. We want to share an accurate message about agriculture and the fact that our food is safe."
NWTV7 reporter Leah Darnell was at the football watch party. Here she is with more.
On Thursday, September 5th, the first football game took place. Since the game was in Ada, the Student Government Association held a watch party and served free walking tacos for each student. I was able to talk to Vice President of SGA, Ethan Sackett, about why the group decided to do the watch party and provide food.
So we wanted to provide an opportunity since the Northwestern football team, they're playing ECU today, but it's a away game and it's their first game of the season. We just wanted to show our support and just have a watch party here at Northwestern, provide some free food, free walking tacos for the students, just to really boost morale, especially with our first game playing and hopefully beating ECU.
I also got the chance to find out from 2 Northwestern students about their opinion on what the greatest asset of the football team is.
In my opinion, nobody's more important than anybody else. Everybody's mission, everybody's assignment is just important. That's what Coach says to us every day, and I believe in his philosophy.
And they wrap him up.
I agree.
This is Leah Darnell giving you the insight on all things Ranger Football Watch Party. Back to you in the studio.
Up next, Nick and Catherine will join us with some Ranger sports news.
And now sports.
Welcome back, I'm Catherine Ball.
And I'm Nick Dill. The Rangers football team defeated East Central University 21-13 Thursday night. The defense played amazing, forcing 2 fumbles inside the 5-yard line and caused 5 turnovers. Dakota Driscoll recovered a fumble 48 yards for a touchdown. Freshman Jalen Reed returned a pick six 22 yards. The first score of the game came right before halftime. Trent Easley threw an 80-yard bomb to Kentrez Bell to make the score 7-3 at halftime. The Rangers secured the win with an 80-yard run by Callion Baker late in the fourth quarter. The first home game will be against Southeastern Oklahoma State, September 14th at 6 p.m. The Rangers are looking for another win and look to start 2-0 for the first time since 2004.
The Northwestern volleyball team played their first game against Texas A&M University Kingsville, and they lost 3-0. Then they played Fort Lewis College, and they lost 3-1. So the Lady Rangers are off to a rough start, but they are looking to do better as the season goes on. The Northwestern Rangers volleyball team played against New Mexico Highlands University last week and won 3-0. Then they played their fourth game of the season against Angelo State University, and they ended up losing 3-0. As they start 1-3 on the season, their next game is against Newman University at home on September 10th. Go out and support the Lady Rangers.
The men and women's cross-country teams competed early Saturday morning in the UCO land run at Santa Fe High School in Edmond. On the women's side, Jasmine Garcia was the first Ranger to cross the finish line with a time of 20 minutes and 50 seconds. She completed the race in 37th place, but ran the 8th best time in school history. On the men's side, as a team, they took 6th place. Garrison Brand finished in the 13th spot, only 7 seconds behind the overall runner from Pittsburgh State. Both teams will compete again on September 13th at the Aggie Duels in Lawton.
After the break, Kaylee and Emma will be back with some information over the community events.
The only thing we know how to do, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job. Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard, keep partying like it's your job.
Northwestern Oklahoma State University's annual homecoming celebration will take place on October 24th through the 26th. The NWOSU Homecoming Committee once again had the task of narrowing down a number of creative theme ideas that were submitted by friends and alumni of the university. This year's homecoming theme will be Paint the Town Red Homecoming 2019. Student and community groups are encouraged to create floats that incorporate the homecoming theme and the homecoming button cells, and this year's design will be announced at a later date.
The Woods County Fair took place last week. Here is Catherine Ball with more.
This week, Alva welcomed the Woods County Fair for another year of shows. There were kids from all over that got to show their animals in hopes of winning a ribbon or prize. Also, the people of Alva got to set up booths to promote businesses in Alva and surrounding areas. On top of the booths and showing, people also got to see performances by Raglan and Clay Davenport. Here is Clay talking about how he formed his band and where they got started.
I started with the whole band thing, I guess, about 9 years ago. I kind of started grabbing some locals back from where I'm from, kind of forming bands, playing in nursing homes actually back there. So.
Then I got to talk with Raglan on what their proudest moment has been.
I want to say it hasn't happened.
Tonight's going to be our proudest moment for sure.
Yeah, I want to say that it hasn't happened yet, but we're going to play at the Canes Bar in Foster Farm day by week.
That's been a quick look at what was going on during the Woods County Fair. I'm Catherine Ball with NWTV7. Back to you in the studio.
Tension ran high last week as Alva community members gathered for a peaceful protest over the city's ordinances regarding medical marijuana. Here's NWTV7 reporter Ashton Baggs.
On September 4th, members from the Alva community and surrounding areas gathered at the Woods County Courthouse for a peaceful protest to draw attention to the medical marijuana ordinance the city of Alva has put into place. The ordinance prevents marijuana retail establishments as well as grow, sell, and storage facilities from being within 1,000 feet of places such as schools, child care facilities, a place of worship or religious assembly, a rehabilitation or treatment center, or residentially zoned areas, just to name a few. The ordinance essentially bars any marijuana retail establishments from developing inside the city limits of Alva, Protesters said that due to this ordinance, medical marijuana users are forced to buy from neighboring dispensaries or face high homegrown fines. Michelle Dupree, the organizer of the peaceful protest, had this to say as to why this event is important.
To sit there and say that, no, I'm going to infringe on your rights is wrong. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. And like I said, I could go and get a license for medical marijuana if I wanted to. I do have health issues. I don't want to. But to say that because I'm not going to do it, that he can't do it or you can't do it is completely wrong. It's just wrong. And nothing's going to change if people don't stand up.
Chris Moe, a citizens lobbyist contacted by the organizers of the event, had this to say to the city of Alva and its businesses.
And I would like to point out that everybody here has told me that Alva has this shop local motto. Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to park a bus out here every Saturday, and we're going to load up every cannabis card holder that wants to, and we're going to take them out of town with their money, and they're going to spend it at a dispensary in another town, and then they're going to come home. And we're going to tell that to every one of the businesses in the square, and we're going to make it clear to them that while we were going to buy drinks and snacks and knickknacks in their store while we were out shopping for our cannabis, we had to get on a bus and go out of town and take our money with us.
We would like to wish our NWTV7 technical director, Shannon Nessarella, a very happy 21st birthday.
Thanks for joining us today. Make sure to tune in next week for more Ranger News.